Hey, guys, what's going on? It's Steven Hester, the 918 agent. Yeah, and I changed up the background a little bit. You know what? The black was getting old. I need to bring a little bit of color to my videos, so I'm going with the blue today. So, what is the video we are going over? We're going over the 10 questions you need to ask your home builder when you're building a question, when you're building a house or a home. These questions are in order. So basically, the first question I go over is probably the first question you need to ask your home builder. And the last questions, the last questions you need to ask. So I put them in order for you. So take notes. Also, if you have not done so, please subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a ton. I love bringing value to all of you guys. And I want to say thank you. I hit my goal this year of hitting 50 subscribers, and basically I wasn't going to hit that goal without you guys. So I appreciate it. Also, if you want to reach out to me through social media, I had a couple people reach out to me over the holidays, which I appreciate. You can find that in the description section below. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and dive into it, and let's get it rolling. All right, question number 1 that you need to ask your home builder is, what type of home builder are you? Sounds like a silly question, but there's actually 3 categories of home builders. First one is a production home builder. Basically, what these home builders do is they buy up a neighborhood and then they build a bunch of houses in that neighborhood. They usually go off of their designs and their floor plans of what they have for that neighborhood. It can be anywhere from 5 to 10. Normally, they have these homes already built, or they're in the process of building it, and then you come in and you just buy it. Typically with these type of home builders, you really don't have that much to say on the floor plan or stuff like that. So if you are looking for a custom, it might not be what you're looking for. Next one is called a spec home builder. Basically what a spec home builder does is they go in the neighborhood and buy up 1 or 2 lots at a time and start that home building. Basically they're speculating that they're going to sell that home during the building process or soon after the building process. Something a little bit different from that in a production is you might have a little bit more say of what you want in the house. So, hey, I want this type of hard floor. I want these type of cabinets. I want this type of paint. So that's what you can look for in spec builders. Last one is custom home builders. This is exactly what it sounds like. You go in, you tell them exactly what you want, exactly the extras that you want, and they'll go out there and they'll build it for you. So like I said, first question you need to ask is, what type of home builder are you? All right, the next question you need to ask your home builder is, how long have you been a home builder? How long have you been in the industry? This is a very important question because you want to make sure that they are a trustworthy builder and also that they can meet expectations. So after asking that question, ask if they have people that they can ask as a reference, or do they have any reviews? Also, if you know someone personally that has used that home builder, ask them questions. So definitely do your homework on that home builder. What is the required down payment? This is a very important question that you need to ask your home builder. So typically, earnest money that most home builders want you to put down is anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. Another thing that you need to ask is, on especially custom homes, is a construction deposit. So a construction deposit can be anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000. So you definitely want to ask those questions before you get too far down the rabbit hole of what are the deposits, what are the down payments when you are dealing with a home builder. Now, you probably want to move into your house fairly quickly, right? I mean, you got your house on the market, you're ready to move, you're moving into a new town, your new city. So you probably want to know the timeline. Home builders are very cautious on answering these type of questions because there's a lot of things that can go into effect, weather, what time or how long the materials are going to take to get, to the area. When builders order materials, they usually order it months in advance. So question that you want to ask, that home builder, they might already have the materials there. they might have already done all the permitting for that area, depending on, if you bought the land or they have already bought it, in zoning. So ask them how long it will take for them to build, and then basically you'll have that answer, covered. Yeah, that sounded good. Are there any financial incentives? So that's a question you definitely should ask, is are there any financial incentives? So most home builders have some sort of incentive for going with them. So most of the time that's could be, a preferred lender. If you go with their lender, they'll either pay for half or all your closing costs, which, that could save you, a couple $1,000, which is awesome, especially when you're building a custom home. The reason why home builders like doing this is, in the long run, it can save them some money themselves, and also, save some headaches. Basically, the lender will be able to update them on, financing. Also, the lender knows how to work with that builder, and could save them time and money. So definitely ask, if there's any incentives, and not only preferred lending, they might have some upgrades that they can do, either at cost or, a little bit cheaper, with, building your home. So ask for incentives. So the next question you should ask is a question that I get quite a bit, actually. So I have a lot of clients come to me when I'm showing them a house of the builder I work with, and they ask, you know what, Stephen, why is this house $20,000 to $30,000 more than this other company houses that I was looking at? And the question you need to ask, are these standard finishes? Or are these upgrades when you're looking at those other houses? So for example, you go into this model home or spec home, and it is beautiful. It has the granite countertops. It has the 9-foot ceilings. It has, real hardwood floors in it. And it looks beautiful. All stainless steel appliances that are top grade. So you might want to ask, are those standard, or are those those finishes? That might have a lot to do with the price. So when you go in and look at those spec and model homes, definitely ask which finishes are upgrades, and then what finishes are standards, because that will give you a better idea of how much that house is going to cost. So Stephen, they haven't laid the floors yet, so can I choose what floors I want in the house? Or, you know what, I don't like that wall over there, can they take that out? So you want to ask the question of, what can I do? What changes can I make to this construction if it's already, being constructed? That's definitely a question you want to ask. Most of the time, depending on the home builder you're dealing with, that's either a production, spec, or custom. Really depends on, the answer that you will get. So typically on production, they build several of these houses. Most likely you won't get the change once they start. Spec homes, if they haven't ordered the materials yet, they can get it fixed. With custom, normally you want to have all that done before they even start the process. So that's why they have the design phase of you setting everything up. It's going to cost you more, most likely. And if it has anything to do with the structure, it's probably a no-go, because they already have it up. It's actually going to cost them more money for them to tear down any structure of the house that they've already built. But it doesn't hurt to ask. If you walk into a spec home and you're like, hey, they haven't laid the floors yet, you know what, I really want hardwood floors throughout the whole entire house. Definitely ask that question. It's probably going to cost you more. Well, yeah, it's going to cost you more, but you can get that if you want it. So ask those questions of, what can I upgrade, or what construction, what changes can I make during this construction process? All right, another very important question you need to ask is, what warranties are included and for how long? So typically, home builders have a 1-year warranty. Anything that goes wrong in the house during that 1 year, they'll come in and fix. That's typical throughout all home builders. Some home builders will give you extended warranty on appliances, but you got to go directly through the manufacturer for those appliances, which some home builders have that all nice in a folder for you. So when you do purchase the home and you're all ready to go, they'll pass that over, and then you can go file those with the manufacturer. So definitely ask, what warranties do you have with that home builder? Very, very important. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit that next question at number 9. What is the process of the final walkthrough? So that's a very important question, because that kind of tells you what type of home builder they are. I know with the home builder I work with is actually a funny story, but with the COVID situation that we have, we do is we just give them blue painter's tape, and we say walk through the house and basically, stick anything that that you see that needs to be fixed as a final walkthrough. If there's a paint color match that doesn't look good, or if there's a nick somewhere that we need to fix, just go ahead and stick a little piece of tape on it. I walked through this house, and I promise you, it looked like it snowed in there. There was tape everywhere, and there were some of the tape marks we looked at, and we're like, is there even anything wrong with that there? But make sure you ask how that final walkthrough process goes, and how it functions, and what you need to do with that. The last one is, who will be your primary point of contact? This is another very important question, because you need to know, are you going to deal directly with the actual builder? Are you going to deal with like a property manager? Are you going to deal with the real estate agent? And also, how much contact are you going to have with them? Are you going to give me, weekly or daily or monthly updates? How does that work? So definitely ask how that follow-up system is going to work, and who is going to be your direct primary point of contact when building this home. All very important questions. Make sure you took notes. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. The reason why I made this video is I just want you to be able to interview your future home builder, and find one that you feel the most comfortable with, the one that you can feel the most trust with, and also a builder that can meet those expectations that you have. And I believe with these 10 questions, you can narrow that down. So thank you so much for watching my 10 questions that you need to ask your home builder. Please remember to subscribe. Also, take a look at some of my other videos that I have on this channel. I am a real estate agent from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So if you ever, decide to live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, or if you have any questions about any real estate stuff, shoot, let me know. That's what I do for a living, and I like making videos. It's a real joy for me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and Steven out.